Anyhow, this also presents a chance to counter trend trade. And this is what we do. So we will look in a capitulation setup, which is one of my favorite setups. And it's been a great market for that. And you can wait for the perfect setup. I tried it here and I tried it yesterday. So what I do is I do a broadening range. I try to find also as well, if possible, a level. But there is no level down here. So that's not going to present itself in this case. But we could possibly do maybe a broadening range from here and see if that also hits the price. And it didn't. In this case, so let's delete that. Anyhow, it did hit here. So normally I also try to find a level on the horizontal to have confluence with this. And in this case, we didn't have that, but we can look for even levels or like, for example, a 3 or 310 or whatever, 350, and then another dip. It's all contextual. We wanted to undercut this. And it did here yesterday. And it also did a capitulation. You have a lot of volume, and then we have a pretty large volume candle, almost as heavy as these. And we have 2 in a row. Also, we didn't know that. Yeah, we did know that. Okay, so 2 days in a row, really heavy volume. And then a gap down. I think it was a gap down. And here we're looking on the 15 minutes here. So you can, that's part 1. On the bigger time frame, you're looking for a capitulation, people giving up. You can also watch Twitter, see if like rational people as well as not rational people actually say that they sold everything, they couldn't take it anymore, which I saw a lot of yesterday. So that's my key, to start looking for the technicals. Anyhow, so when this happens, now we're looking for a break of structure. That means this move up needs to be pretty strong and also go up above structure. And I look on the 15 minute, I have tested, and I can swear by the 15 minute in this case. Actually all reversals, both up and down, I look on the 15 minutes. For there you can get confirmation. You can look on the hourly, but then you're gonna miss so many moves, and you're gonna have a really bad stop. And actually already in this move, I got a really huge stop, so I had to take smaller positions. You see it's a 14% stop-ish to take this trade. Anyhow, I go on the last 15 minute bearish candle. In this case, if it was going up, it would be the last bullish candle, but in this case, it's the bearish candle, the last one. We draw a line on top of that. It's not perfect, it doesn't need to be perfect. And we do it after it's already went up. So we then, when we see this, that it breaks structure, we can draw it. We look for it, we draw it, and then we wait for it to come down. And I saw it here, as it was above. I waited for it to come down below. And then I want to trade it whenever it goes above here with a stop below the low of the day. In this case, it's really far away. It's like, normally it would be just 1 or 2%, and that would be the ideal. Normally, actually, it's not. Usually, you can get a pretty tight setup, but in this case, you couldn't. Perhaps in this case, you should have looked at the 5 minutes. If we would have looked at the 5 minutes, but I tested this, and normally the 5 minute is not good enough. In this case, it was. So on this 5 minute, that would be in the better place. In this rare case, 5 minutes would have been best. But on average, I think the 15 minute is much, much better. and I tested it in hundreds, maybe thousands of stocks. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty confident. In this case, the 5 minute would have been much better. So the last 5 minutes bearish candle, and then we trade as it goes. Not first time, but second times it goes above. So we would have traded it here. It would have been really good in this case, and we would have gotten around 80% trade from the brown with some slippage. Let's say we have some slippage on the top as well, and we would probably not sell perfectly, but let's say 70%. You see I have both my earlier broadening range here, which is the target, together with the 20-day. So normally the target is the 20-day, is the blue, turquoise. You can also go for here and the 10-day. You can, but normally I target the 20-day. Sometimes it goes above the 20-day and comes down, but it will be affected by the 20-day. Also, you here have a clear structure, and we also have the older broadening range, this one. That is now going to be resistance on the upside. We came straight up to that, so we could have sells around this area a bit before, perhaps, if we can't watch it. I put my sells a bit before, I think 550, and actually a bit before that as well. So 5, 4, 8 or 9 or whatever, don't remember, and yeah, doesn't matter. But as I couldn't look at it, it was a chaos day today for me at work, so I'm happy I had some sells in there. I didn't think we would hit it today, actually. I thought it would take 2 to 3 days. 2 days, actually. If it worked, I thought it would take 2 days, but well, it did take 2 days. Okay. Anyhow, but actually today also you could trade it in the morning. So today, if you took the 15 minute, you could also trade it here. I traded it, let me see, here, and I got stopped out on one position. I was a bit sloppy on that one. I think the first one I put like 3,139 or something like that, and I hit it with a couple of cents. I think it was only like 2 cents or whatever, 2 öre. Could have been more, but with the other 2 positions, fortunately, I'm still in. So I was stopped out on this here, 3137. It looks like, yeah, 3137. Okay, I think, yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good stop. So that's what happens sometimes. I didn't see it until it was like already, I don't know, like up here, 8% up or something. So I couldn't rebuy it on that one. I was also busy yesterday working. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. Okay, on the 15th day, you could also trade it as it goes here above. So you would trade it here and be minus a bit. And then from here on, you're 50% up, around 50%. A bit more, 57 to, and like the absolute is 60, but let's say 50 to 57 with some slippage, etc. Yeah, so that's the trade.